Okay, here is Diane's big adventure. She's getting ready to take off. Any words?
I'm ready.
Diane's ready.
As ready as I'm ever going to be. I love all my family and my friends and all the support you've given to me. And here we go. Mwah.
There she goes. Off on her incredible adventure. Her lifelong dream for over 20 some years. She's going for Dana. She's going for all women. She's going for her family, her doggies. So proud of her. Amazing adventure that she's going to have.
I cannot believe that I'm here. I have wanted to do this for so very long, and I've loved all the planning, the training, the researching, the books I've read. I think I'm ready. I think that it's going to be an adventure. I hope to feel all the feels, all the joys, all the hards. I'm grateful for all of it. Just got to remember, like Emma Garrison says, be careful of what you're thinking because every cell in your body hears it. So my thoughts are gratitude, abundance, love, joy, adventure, fun, being true to myself, solitude, freedom. Here we go. My permit had me start at Glacier Point, so I walked down the Panorama Trail till I got to the John Muir Trail. 5 miles have been completed, just about 125 to go. Anyway, I'm here, just about to hit Nevada Falls and then Little Yosemite Valley. Just a really beautiful and peaceful hike. I've been thinking a lot about life and how grateful I am. Scotty being so supportive of my dream, and the hand holding and the listening and the support, driving me out here. He's amazing. And then I keep having all these songs in my head, like Wild Thing and You Make My Heart Sing and Let It Flow, Let It Blossom, Let It Grow. I started up on that point and then came all the way around there and up here, and here I am at the top of Nevada Falls. It's absolutely stunning day. Now on the way to Little Yosemite Valley, which is only another mile, so really easy day today. First night, I'm here at Backpackers Camp. There's a ton of people here, but I got a good little spot. I've got my bear can in the bear box really close by. There's bathrooms here, solar, nice. I spent the day down by the river for a couple hours fishing, swimming. It was just lovely. Okay, one kind of party fail, are the gummies for sleeping from the medical marijuana. It's soup in here. They're all melted. It looks like a big thing of Jell-O. So, I don't know. Do I take half a teaspoon? I'm gonna try it tonight. It's it's an experiment. I did take the campfire whiskey from High West, and I do have that. And I also have some chicken and mashed potato dinner. So, life's good. So that was a pretty big climb, and one I was worried about. Up and over from Little Backpackers Camp, Little Yosemite Valley, to almost to Sunrise. It was about 3,600 of elevation gain, the last being over maybe 2 miles. I've gone about 7.5 miles now. There was one place where I ended up putting my rain pants on because it was a burn area and there was so much undergrowth that my legs were getting chewed up. I even got a little bloody. But hiking with rain pants cured that, but just kind of hot. I think it's a good way to lose weight. Put rain pants on and sweat through Sierra heat. Anyway, I'm leapfrogging now with a young boy who's in college named Chris, who is doing the John Muir Trail in 16 days. Good on him. I kept telling Scotty I was gone 28 days, but that's when I get out. I realize now I'm on the trail really 22 days with one rest day in Mammoth, which will be wonderful. It's a gorgeous day. It's cocktail hour. I had my little campfire whiskey, which is awesome. I've got the wind burner going now. Anyway, it's windy here at Cathedral Lake, so it took me a while to find a campsite that I could set my tent up in that I didn't feel like I was gonna get just blown away. And Beth and Russell, those poles were a good idea because it is pretty rocky here, and I could have done it, but wow, it just made it super easy just to throw those poles up. So I'm gonna have a little chicken Alfredo tonight, and it's so windy. I don't think I'm gonna fish unless it really calms down soon. Oh, I've had a few other fails. I will tell you, Snickers in a bear can is just like a chocolate milkshake when you open it. Still tastes good, but it's I don't know, it's a little daunting to eat. And I'm just wondering if that's what's happening to the Snickers bars. I wonder what's happening to my medication I'm supposed to take every day. Oh well. I believe I have just hit my first pass, Cathedral Pass. Beautiful Cathedral Mountain just behind me in the sunshine. Had a really restful sleep last night. My legs felt tired this morning when I woke up, but just heavy, not sore, nothing. Not having any of that plantar fasciitis stuff, feeling really, really good. And it was just a gorgeous night, lots of stars and quiet, and I just feel like I'm in my element. So it's a good day, hiking to Tuolumne, hopefully having lunch at the grill and throwing away some trash. And then I'll get up Lyle Canyon where Scotty and I backpacked, and I know it's beautiful. It's an easy day today, pretty flat, but it is about 14 miles because I'm setting up for Donahue Pass tomorrow. Up there, Donahue's on the left, Lyle Glacier is on the right. That's tomorrow. So today was a day of lessons learned. I am losing things. It's amazing because I never lose things at home, but I've lost 2 hair ties. Why my hair is looking so crazy. Now I'm going to resort to rubber bands that luckily I packed. I lost my whistle. That was a drag. And then I lost an earring first day. So if I keep losing things, I'm going to have a much lower base weight, but I can't lose anything else. So it's weird because not really sure how any of that happened. And not only did I lose the 2 hair ties for the pigtails, I French braided my hair and lost the other hair tie that I had carried. So, but beyond that, this was a great day. I started off in Cathedral Lakes. It was a beautiful morning. Kind of took my time because I knew it was going to be an easy day. Got into Tuolumne Meadows 5 minutes before 11 when the line started. The tons of PCT hikers, all the young kids, super exciting to see them. But I ended up sitting with a gentleman who was going to be bringing some friends along on their first backpack, and then a wonderful woman who was doing the PCT in sections. And so she was starting off in Tuolumne Meadows and heading up to Oregon, 500 miles. She's older than me. She did the AT, and she had also done the JMT what I'm on 3 times. She was just lovely to talk to and gave me lots of just good inspiration. Then I started off on Easy Lyle Canyon. Scotty and I hiked this a couple years ago. It's absolutely beautiful. And then I saw a coyote right before I crossed a little creek. It was standing on the same log that I eventually went over. It was magical, wonderful. And now I'm camped right below Donahue Pass. I've got 3.5 miles tomorrow. It's a big 1900 elevation gain in those 3.5 miles, a 12% grade, but not unlike Utah, which at least there won't be deadfall. So I think I've got this. Feeling some aches and pains, I think that's normal. Feeling some nostalgia, missing my family, thinking a lot about Scotty and Beth and Jackson and how unique and individual they are and how much I love them and how each of them are my best friends in different ways. They bring so much to my life. You bring so much to my life. And then last story, right before I got to this campsite, I ran into 2 guys, younger than Jackson, coming down the trail, and they go, "Hey, are you southbound JMT?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they go, "We're northbound. We're just gonna finish today." I'm like, "That's great. Are there any campsites up that way?" They go, Yeah, there's one." So this is the one I'm in. And then they said, "Hey, do you got any weed?" I said, "Oh, I do. I have sleepy gummies, but they're all melted." And they go, No, we're looking for flour." Anyway, I love that I look like a person that would have weed. So here's to me, and here's to tomorrow. And thank you all for your support and your love. My family, my friends. I don't know how I got so lucky. Don't know. Anyway, teary night, maybe. Love you. Just made it up to Lyle Forks. Steep climb from the campsite, but now I'm on this like flat little beautiful part, and look how we get to ford the river, which is nice because Lyle Forks is a convergence of 3 different rivers, and that would not have been fun to do. Anyway, it's a glorious day. Sun is shining, just came up. I'm feeling in awe, loving it. Well, this is one beautiful meadow. We're looking up at Mount Lyell and the Mount Lyell Glacier, which is not called a glacier anymore because it's not moving downhill. It's been a good hike up. I've got another 1.8 miles. Sometimes I think the mountains in my mind are much more intense than the mountains I climb. Oh, I made a rhyme. Anybody want a peanut? First true stream crossing. I am so fortunate that this is not a heavy snow year. I'm sorry, Sierras, but I'm grateful. Oh, Sierra steps. So much part of my childhood, but that just never gets old. I think this is one of the prettiest places I've ever filtered water, and I believe that's Donahue, and I believe that's the pass over there. So I just keep going up this and then going over there, I think. And then there is Lyle in the glacier. I was down there just a couple hours ago and came up. There's still a lot of up. 2 kinds of heather here. The white one supposedly was John Muir's favorite, which means he was in the high country a lot because that's where it grows. Top of Donahue Pass, looking south toward where I'm gonna be. Okay, Mr. Marmot is definitely wanting my lunch, but how could you blame him? Because this is pretty amazing. Tortilla with salami, cashews that are flavored dill pickle, I've got some Baby Bell cheese, olives, mustard, and mayonnaise. I tend to be a person who eats the same thing all the time, and this is the ticket. And no, you can't have my food. Definitely has a tenacious spirit. Yeah, go bye-bye. Just came down Donahue. There's a couple people going up, if you can spot them. But now, heading down the valley. It's beautiful, really pretty meadow, and my knees are happy because I have a reprieve from downhill for a minute, I think. Wow, that's just stunningly beautiful. Donahue is right behind those two little trees and is about 5.5 miles away. So the moral of this story is, if you can handle the suck for an hour or so, maybe more, you get this. You get this. So this is what I want to remember when it gets hard and I'm tired and hot. Pretty much settled in for the night at Thousand Island Lake. It's windy and it took me a while to find a spot. I came in way over there by the inlet, but you can't camp first half mile. I probably walked, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile. But here's my view for tonight. The sunset will probably be spectacular. I'm going to take a quick little dip and cool off, and then get the rest of my situations settled. Might have a little bit of rain in the future, but I'm hunkered down. I feel good about my tent, so if that moves this way, I'll be okay. And I've been walking along the Jewel Lakes and have passed Emerald. This one's ruby. It's stunningly beautiful. The color is amazing. Hey, Russell. Here's Garnet Lake. It's absolutely magnificently beautiful. I am hiking down from Garnet Lake. I guess it is a jewel. Anyway, I think I've gone almost 1,000 feet in a mile, which is major down. But here are the, not pinnacles, what are they? Minarets. There we go. Below Mount Ritter. And I'm still going down. And then I got to go up somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe over there. Standing in the middle of the stream is the way to ice down my calves and shins and knees. And it's just a lovely spot sitting here in the middle of the river for lunch too. So, okay, here I am in the middle of the river, the other way around. I've been wanting to talk about the difference between the Uintas and the Sierras for me. A lot of people ask me, aren't you scared to go alone? What about weird people or bears, or they ask me, do you carry a gun? What kind of protection do you have? And I have to say that it is a little nerve-wracking sometimes as a woman to go out by yourself, especially for me in the Uintas, because it's more rugged and primitive and remote, at least to a lot of the places that I like to go backpacking. There's places like Island Lake that feel like a motel, but then there's other spots that you might be the only person there, and it's just dense forest. But here in the Sierras, this is what I grew up in, and I just feel at home, and I understand it, and I know it. It just feels good. I have had really good sleeps. First I was thinking I wasn't even dreaming. I was sleeping so hard, but last night I started dreaming again. And usually I am asleep by 8:30 or 9, and then I wake up once, somewhere between midnight and 3 for about a half an hour, go back to bed and wake up at 5 or 6 and sleep well. And that's how I know I'm not afraid of being by myself, if I can get a good sleep. This is Shadow Lake. It's a little spooky. There's no camping allowed here. So I don't see any people, just kind of nice. I did a little fishing down from my lunch spot and got a bite, which is always exciting. I don't really care if I catch the fish, then I just worry about if I'm going to be able to get him off my hook. But getting a bite, that's exciting. Could have a little bit of rain, although the forecast said no chance. Oh, it is so quiet. I'll let you hear the quiet. So I came up from somewhere down there, and there are the minarets up there, and the satellite came over. And I'm gonna tell you, the Sierras mean business. This is not wussy little trails here. These are switchbacks in manzanita-covered cliffs with rain clouds hovering, but no thunder, thank goodness. And my job is just to trudge on up and try to remember that I love doing this. There is nothing like being up the top of a switchback. Da-da-dum, ba-ba-bum, ba-bum-bum, ba-bum-bum. I'm at the top of the world, looking down on creation, and the only explanation, all those things, all those feels, all those happiness. Because coming up those steep trails are, well, steep, duh, and it's just lovely when you start to come down. Leaving pretty Rosalie Lake, where I caught 2 fish and had a gentle rainstorm this morning about 4:30 or 5. Tent held up great, and now I'm on my way down after climbing a little knoll to see Beth and Russell and have a great rest day, and maybe Gloria. Good day. So I'm starting to enter the aftermath of the 2011 Devil's Windstorm that had 150 to 200 mile an hour winds from below me to up to about here, and toppled 10,000 trees, old growth trees. So unlike the Uintas, there's not really much in the way that I have to step over because it happened quite a while ago, but wow, that's amazing. Can you imagine being here during that time? That tree just blew over. All these trees, uprooted, unearthed. So I will admit to saying some disparaging things about deadfall in the Uintas, and the Sierras just got me. So I was just walking down the trail, minding my own business, and I tripped over a rock and fell on my shoulder and on my leg a little bit, cut my ankle, not much, just like on the bottom of my shin, but it bled because it's right on the bone. So luckily I have a little first aid kit and I'm all patched up, but it just goes to show you that you just never know what's going to happen. And I trip occasionally and slide and catch myself, but I didn't this morning. Oh well. These guys are amazing. They are taking care of our trails. They're Conservation Corp. They're going to be up here for a couple of weeks, taking care of the JMT and making it even better than it is, which is already absolutely amazing. On the bridge at Devil's Postpile, and came from down there and just met these nice people. Couple and their adult kids, and she's 62, and they were really encouraging to me. It was nice. I needed it right now. Just got to the town of Mammoth. It does feel weird after 73.6 miles in the wilderness, but feeling good about averaging over 12 miles a day. And now down into the town of Mammoth to meet Beth and Russell at Mammoth Brewery. And I have to say, the beer tastes or sounds really good. Russell and I and Gloria just hiked out of Mammoth over Duck Lake, and then Russell and I made it over the pass, and he just left me at the inlet. I've been going about a little over 2 miles, about an hour, and actually my Achilles feels pretty good. So I am committed again, off on my adventure, gonna listen to my body and enjoy myself. It's a little sad, I have to say, because it was such a great day and a half. Wonderful. It was perfect timing to do that. I have the most amazing daughter and soon-to-be son-in-law and good friend Gloria, who were just wonderful. Great to talk to Scotty and Jack. Here we go. I'm just about to get to Lake Virginia, and I've been coming up from beautiful Purple Lake, and I just got to this big glacial moraine, and I'm just imagining how huge that glacier must have been to have brought all this rock down and rubble. I'm guessing that's what it is. I guess it could have been an earthquake that brought it all down from up there, but it's pretty amazing. That was a little tough, and it was getting pretty painful. So when I got to Purple Lake, I sat in the nice, cold, icy water. And my new favorite piece of equipment is my Garmin Spot device. I was able to write to my doctor and ask her if the steroid that she gave me just in case my hip or knee acted up would work on this, and she said yes. And I'm pretty excited about that. So I've taken the first dose. It already feels better, which is weird. Who knows if it's mental? This is a mental game, I know this hike is, but it gave me hope. I am not a medicine taker. I usually work through pain and just deal with it, but this was kind of getting beyond me, and I know it's a Band-Aid, but if I can just have the next 3 days or so kind of easier days, rest, ice, compression, I'm hoping it'll work itself out. And really in 2 days, I'm halfway there. I've done 40% of the trail right now. That's pretty remarkable. Or maybe I'm on drugs and I just think I have. Anyway, here we come up to Lake Virginia. Quiet breakfast morning at Lake Virginia, take 2, as I had to let the big jet go by when I did the first take. But just a beautiful, pristine morning, not too cold. Lovely, great day to start. And the goal is over Silver Pass to Silver Lake. Walking down the trail from Lake Virginia towards Silver Pass and Tully Hole. Tully Hole is way down there, and Silver Pass up there around that saddle, I think. Grouse and her mama, her babies. Hello, Mama. Hi, guys. Don't worry. I am not Huntress of Diana of the Hunt. I am Diana of the Observant. Going up Silver Pass now. Got about 2.5 miles to the top, somewhere around there. Pretty warm. This is Silver Lake, right below Silver Pass, which was about 10,800. And over there is Selden Pass, which is 10,900. And I'll be going over that day after tomorrow, and then dropping down into Muir Trail Ranch. This is one steep canyon I'm going down. Taking it slow because of my Achilles, which really just feels stiff. It doesn't hurt, but I'm not sure if the steroids are just masking an issue that needs to be addressed. My plan is to come down here another about 2.5 miles and camp and rest and see how it feels in the morning. I would have a really short day in the morning of up, which seems to be better for it. And then if I can manage that and it keeps getting better, then I'm good. If not, then I might have to figure out plan B, but I don't want plan B because this is just so spectacular and wonderful, and it's just amazing country. I love the beauty and the stillness. Already my heart is full with so many beautiful scenes. So, down, down, down we go. It is down. So I think this may be my favorite campsite. It's off the trail, which is over there just a little bit. Come across this nice little sandy area to a beautiful little sandy spot to put my tent. Then, if we come on over here, we've got this lovely Mono Creek flowing down where I'm going to make my dinner and do a little fishing on my beach. So some reflections on today. I have to say that yesterday, coming out of Mammoth after Russell left me, I was a little sad. I expected it. I knew that I heard that going off the trail and getting resupplied can make you miss people, and it's hard to get back into the swing, and it was a little bit, and last night was just a little bit of melancholy. But today I think I felt like my leg was better, so that was helpful, and I decided to push to 13 miles just so that I could get down a lot of the elevation and really see how it felt. And I knew that then if it was hot tomorrow, going over Bear Creek Ridge would be easier. But I feel really good about what I've accomplished. I have found a great spot to camp, and I caught 2 fish while I was making dinner, and I've soaked my leg twice. So now it's going to be a nice bedtime and rest, and I can soak it again tomorrow and then just climb up Bear Ridge and see how I feel. It is so absolutely beautifully stunning here. When I was a kid at camp, these were my favorite trees. I called them puzzle trees because you could pick the bark and they all looked like little puzzle pieces. Beautiful, huge, gorgeous trees. Beautiful morning. Going over Mono Creek on this wonderful footbridge. Goodbye, beautiful river. Really enjoyed you. Now I'm in an aspen forest. So beautiful. They're reaching high, 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 high for the sky. It is just magical. Look at that old growth. I had been dreading Bear Ridge. I'm not very far up, but what I didn't understand was the beautiful views and the wildflowers. It's spectacular. And there's still water flowing up here, which is amazing. Yep, this trail does feel like home. Yeah, that is definitely a Utah obstacle. So I think I have another hour or so to get up here. I'm passing, only past maybe, 3 or 4 people, but 3 have been women, young women. I'm amazed at how many young women are out on the trail. So happy about that. That is fantastic. So, as Scotty said, I'm doing it for the ladies. This is the other side of Bear Ridge. It's hot and it's dry and it's got big trees and lots of aspen. And I'm really thankful for the shade that I got to come in. Some lovely glacial erratics and a nice gyration going down this piece of granite. It's hot down here, and I'm continuing to move along towards Bear Creek. Just had lunch. Still just a beautiful day. This is beautiful, rollicking Bear Creek. So magical, coming off these rocks with pools and rapids and froth and color. Maybe one of the prettiest places I've ever seen. It's just beautiful colors and quiet and birds. And I've seen more people today than yesterday, which is also a little comforting. Small chats here and there. Everybody's super encouraging. Lots of PCTers coming northbound. A few people coming my way. I have found that if you're lonely and you want to see people, then just decide to go pee. And about halfway through, someone's going to come up the trail. Probably both directions. So that's the ticket. When you need privacy, you won't have it. When you yearn for a smiling face, well, that's what you do. This is for you, Scotty. But I'm not going up there. I guess the lake is shaped like Italy. Instead, I am going this way. Not Silver Pass, Selden. So I am at Bear Creek, and in a big snow year, this is a daunting place to cross. One of the biggest stream crossings on the PCT and JMT. People have been knocked over, tumbled down, and one poor girl even drowned. But this year, it's easy. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump over. Here we come upon beautiful Murray Lakes. I've had bunches of people go down, and the last 2 guys I saw said there was some great camping up here. No mosquitoes, and really no mosquitoes south of here. So it was worth it. I pushed, but actually it really wasn't bad. Over 10,000 feet, I'm not sure exactly what, but 13 miles I guess today. And Selden Pass is only about 1.5 miles away. So yeah, I'm really feeling strong and good. Here's the lake. And clouds brewing way over there. but where I am, just gorgeous sky. And big old alpine lake where might be able to catch a few fish, but definitely can ice down my legs and settle in. So all in all, really good day. It's 4 o'clock. I was thinking maybe I wouldn't even get here till 5. And I slauntered. Took a ton of pictures, video, swam, soaked my leg, sat by a creek and had lunch. It was a really good day. Wow. Look at that color. Oh, there's some whitecaps though. Might be a little bit windy. This is a day to stake the tent down real good. The sun just set at Murray Lakes. It's just a beautiful evening. And because I did all that work today, I just have to go over that little pass and then probably down to Muir Trail Ranch and get my resupply a day early. And maybe I'll camp there. There's a Blaney Hot Springs. It might be nice to just chill for the afternoon. What a fine morning. This is so beautiful today. Sun just came up. I'm having my coffee and then I'm going to pack up and get over Selden Pass, which is my 5th pass of the trip. I have 5 more to go now. I have hiked 100 miles. When I get to Muir Trail Ranch today, I will be halfway through the JMT. And the next passes I have will be all big ones. So far, my biggest was Donahue, which I think was 11,075. Everything now is over that, up to 13, and then 14, topping Whitney. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. Again, my ankle is stiff, but I stopped taking the steroids and moving around this morning. I feel better. So it was a little worrisome when I woke up, but now I'm feeling like, okay, maybe it's starting to heal and it'll be okay. But I'll tell you, my soul is healing. It is just beautiful. And I have new hair ties. I'm using the ones that Beth and her girlfriend made in college, and they are going to be my good luck totems today and for the rest of the trip, and as long as I don't lose them. Happy trails. This is beautiful Heart Lake, and I'm thinking of my sweetheart, Mr. Scott Fultagio, who is always so supportive to me and caring and loving. So baby, here's another heart for us. These are the Sally Keys Lakes, and although they are beautiful, I'm really glad that I stayed last night at Murray Lake. This is where I was supposed to stay tonight, so again, I'm a day ahead, but I know now I really prefer that high alpine lake as opposed to a little bit more forested, although these trees look like they were perfectly planted. Beautiful. Nice to come by here. Just met 3 girls from Stanford doing an internship for the John Muir Trail Conservancy, which I donate to, and they are doing an impact study on the trails, talking about or trying to figure out which ones might need to be restored. And they are doing the research between Muir Pass, which is my next pass, and Selden Pass, which I just came from. Anyway, delightful girls, so cool. They're just out, they camp somewhere around here, and now just day hiking with their little, I don't know, iPads, small iPads, taking notes. What a cool way to spend your summer. And again, just grateful for the people that are keeping this place pristine and wonderful. So heading down to Muir Trail, and this is a heck of a lot of switchbacks down a manzanita covered cliff. Somewhere down there is Muir Trail Ranch. Leaving Muir Trail Ranch was a really nice resupply. Got to talk to some cool folks. Everyone really going northbound, except for one girl that's ahead of me. But the sign says toward Kings Canyon National Park. I'm leaving the John Muir Wilderness on to Paiute Pass. And I'm going to camp by the river tonight because I'm going to rest my Achilles one more time. I'm a day ahead, so why not just take it easy and relax. Goodbye, John Muir Wilderness, and hello, Kings Canyon. Good morning. Woke up to this beautiful sound of the river and one little fly that really wants to get me. No mosquitoes, so that's been awesome. I'm taking it easy this morning. It's 9:30. Just decided that I needed to keep taking care of my Achilles. Fly, go away. Anyway, it was a little stiff coming down from the pass down to the Muir Trail Ranch, and I thought best to just soak it last night, soak it today, and that's a great thing because I have a fly fishing rod, and look at this incredible little river. I caught one bite, which was good. He jumped out of the water. He was little, so I'm glad I didn't catch him really. But I'm learning to tie my flies much better, and I'm learning to cast a little better, I think. I'm getting it where I want it to go. So today, I'm still a day ahead of schedule. So what I think I'm going to do is find a way to take the 3,500 feet down incline from Muir Pass in 2 days now. Also glad I didn't see this last night and that I'm not camping here. I was on the Paiute Creek, but it says July 3rd, attention, a large, bold, aggressive bear has been seen stealing packs and food from Paiute Creek area. Store items properly. This bear has taking hanging food. Bear cans advised. Oh, goody. One of the places I've always wanted to see in my life is Evolution Valley, and I am almost there. Just a hop, skip, and a big old climb away. This is Evolution Creek, and in a big snow year, it is quite treacherous, and there's other places you could cross upstream that might not be as bad, but this year it's great. So I have put on my wading shoes, and I'm going to take you with me on a trip in which I hope I don't fall. That would be a nice place to hang for the afternoon. Here is my campsite for tonight in McClure Meadow. It is stunningly beautiful, and I found this nice little spot right here, 25 feet away from the water, in an established campsite, which they want you to be in. So that little sandy spot will be home for tonight. Just stopped to take my rain jacket off. Not that it was raining, I was just cold this morning. Got out of camp in a half an hour, to try to get up to Evolution Lake. I'm leaving beautiful Evolution Valley now. Goodbye, Evolution Valley. And I think I'm close to getting up into Evolution Basin. And yep, clouds are coming in. Wow, I already made it to Evolution Lake. I was thinking if I got here by 10, I would decide whether to cross over Muir Pass, but I'm here early. So even though it's, again, going to get me ahead of schedule, I think I'm going to do it just because tomorrow is supposed to be even rainier, and I feel really good. I think I'll just fuel up a little bit and traipse on over there. Southbound, finally, southbounders. 6 of them, all my age. Really encouraging, wonderful. They're going over the pass. They're not doing the whole JMT, but I think I saw them the other day at Marie Lakes, and then they said they saw me at the resupply. They were leaving. They said, "You had braids, right?" Anyway, super friendly. And now I have somebody that I can go up over the pass with. They're ahead of me, but they're actually thinking of spending the night up there. I can't imagine. So I'm going to go up and over and take video and just enjoy this magnificent area. As my grandmother, Gamma G, used to say, this sure is easy to rest dry on. I've just met the series of nicest people since starting last night when I was camped at Evolution Valley. There was this great group that had brought their 78-year-old dad in from Florence Lake, and they carried his pack along with their own, and his was 60 pounds. So I think they kept going back and getting it and bringing it up. Anyway, really cool people. Invited me to sit out on his pretty rock and watch the sunset with them. Met a mom and daughter hiking together. Darling. Guy from SoCal gave me some advice coming up here. And then the lovely people down at Evolution Lake. And now 2 sets of guys. One had a Tenkara rod, so we chatted about that. So it is starting to rain, just a titch. I guess I'm glad I have my rain jacket on. It's really hot. But right behind me is the Muir hut. Right there. I have made it to the Muir hut, which is something I have wanted to do for so long, to see this place. And it's fitting. It was built here for storms, emergencies. No emergency here. There's no lightning, no thunder. I've asked people that have come up and over, and they haven't seen any. So just a little rainy. But that's the Muir. A couple people inside. And that's what I'll be going down. And here's where I'll be going in. All right, I'm leaving the Muir hut after a couple hours, visiting with the nicest people. It was super fun. Sure, it would have been nice to have a sunny day up here, but honestly, this was just a pleasant surprise and just lots of good camaraderie and talking to people. And now I'm off for down there. It looks a little lighter. I know that was kind of funny, but it does. It's not raining right now, so I think it's time to make some miles. Good on me. So it really looks like it's clearing up. So I'm taking off my rain pants, putting my jacket away, and of course that means it will rain. If you want wind, don't stake your tent. If you want rain at night, don't stake out your vegetables. And if you don't want it to rain on the trail, put your rain jacket on. So we had a little rainstorm right when I was setting up the tent. That was fun. But luckily, those folks were here, and there was a nice little spot for me. Another gal came in after me. Now it's clearing up. It's really beautiful. So it's, I think, 7 o'clock. I'm gonna make my dinner. It's a mac and cheese night with a little tea, and then probably hit the hay pretty early. Good sign for a good morning. There it is. Blue sky above me. I'm absolutely shocked. Yeah, rain really is not fun, but look at the magic of this morning. So I'm sitting here at the middle fork of the Kings River, soaking my Achilles again. It was doing really good, but I had a big down, like 2,500, and it just stiffened up again. It does not hurt. It's just so stiff, and it's so annoying because the rest of me feels so good, strong, no pain. I'm able to get over passes really easy. But, it did rain last night, so it's a good time to dry out my sleeping bag and my tent and sit here and have breakfast, which is a little bit of coffee and some oatmeal. And it's an absolutely beautiful view. I see goldens in the stream here, but they're teeny, teeny, teeny. But I think I'll stay here for another half an hour and get my sleeping bag and my tent all dried out. So far, the rain has held. I've had just a couple of sprinkles, but really nothing. So lucky for that. I have about 6 more miles if I want to make it to the bottom of the Golden Staircase. And I think that's another maybe like 18 in elevation. It's fairly steep. But, here we go. So lots of thunder now. Sky has really changed, but it's all over there. I'm going there. It is not as dark. Maybe it looks at it, but thunder, but no lightning. And I've got about a mile to go to where I was thinking of camping. And depending on what happens here, starting to sprinkle, may set up camp there, or might even do it here, wait it out, and then maybe go up the Golden Staircase, which would set me up for Mather really well. Okay, fortunately, I put my rain gear on right before the rain started coming down, and then found this little tree who's not as tall as everybody else. It's already been stunted by something, and it's got good cover, and there was a huge crack of lightning and then thunder right after. So got my backpack over here, and I'm in the lightning crouch hanging out, and we'll stay here until that goes away. And now a classic Sierra storm with hail. So glad I found my little hobbit space. I mean, I'm getting wet, kind of. Not as bad as I would be out there. So, just gonna hang out. So that was about half an hour under this little tree right down there. And there's its little tops, and it is lower than the rest of everybody, but it had that nice little shelter. And I'm going this way, and wow, I actually see blue sky, which is amazing. So classic Sierra. Drenched, but alive. Look at that beautiful sky. That's where I came from. Going up now the Golden Staircase. So last piece of the John Muir that was put together, supposedly an amazing feat that they were able to accomplish it. Already a good climb, and this is Palisade Waterfall, but this is what the Golden Staircase looks like. So far, a whole lot of rocky switchbacks. Just up, 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 all the way up there. I keep thinking there's going to be a tiki bar around the corner, but no luck so far. Look at that little cutie. Little mouse of some sort. All tucked in at Palisades Lake. Happy to be here. This was a big day. The Sierras threw everything at me. Great little lightning storm, hail, thunder. I caught 2 golden trout, 38,000 steps today over 14 miles. Oh, that's kind of crazy sounding. Oh boy. Anyway, here I am. 38,000 steps, about 4,000 elevation gain, about the same going down, I think maybe 35. But I'm here, I'm tucked in, I'm ready to get a really good night's sleep, and then over to Mammoth. I don't know if those are planes. I hope that's a plane. Yeah, it's got to be a plane. That's way too long for thunder. But that's what it sounded like most of today. Oh no, that is a rock slide. Holy shit. Look at that coming down. Whoa, that's insane. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I'm so glad that's way over there. Wow. Wow. I was all tucked in the tent, and first I thought it was thunder, and then I thought maybe it was some high-flying jets, but wow. That is, well, okay, now the Sierras have given me everything today. Wow. Almost to the top. You can see some folks just about to get there. But wild thing is to think that this trail, the John Muir, was really made for stock. That was why they conceived of it, how to get their horses up here. That's insane. It was not for our hiking pleasure, but to get stock. And I actually saw horse poop down at Palisades, so people still do it. The whole way up, I've been hearing those rock fall sounds, which is scary. I don't see them. They must be like way over there, down that crevasse, I think. But it's still kind of wild. It sounds like military jets, but there's nothing in the sky. Up and over, almost there. So the question is, do I keep going up to Pinchot Pass? It's 4 o'clock. I'm gonna see if people are camped here, and if so, that might have me stay. The color of that water is beautiful, and the sparkliness of that one. I am on the top of Pinchot Pass. That means today I have hiked 2 passes, Bather and Pinchot, both over 12,000, 13 miles. I feel really good. Yes, hard, but really good. And I'm going to text the family now to say I am going to Whitney. My Achilles feels really good. I think taking off the brace helped get blood flow to it. I think really it's a tendonitis. And yeah, it feels really good. So I'm going down there. I'm wondering if one of those little lakes might be a good spot to stop. Way over there looks really nice. Anyway, I'm excited, happy, yay. Pinchot Pass, fading into the sunset. Each valley is so unique that I travel through. Each one is really beautiful. It's almost 7 o'clock. I'm looking for a spot to camp. You really can't camp, of course, on these steep cliffs or meadows because it takes so long for the vegetation to grow. So you've got to find like a flat sandy spot or flat rockies, flat rock to camp on. I've got enough water now, so I really can camp wherever I want. Just a matter of finding the perfect place or something similar to that. Just came down from the longest downhill I think I've done. Went from above tree line to Manzanita Cliffs to down here in the Lodgepole Pines. And I think I've got a river crossing now, and we'll go up 6 or 7 miles up to Ray Lakes. The ranger station is 6 miles, but I think it would be smart to go a little bit further because there's supposed to be bear activity, and it'd be nice to be away from the folks that are just doing weekend backpacking, things like that. And here is the famous suspension bridge that was built here, I think in '83, so that it wouldn't get washed away from the river. It's a one person at a time bridge. And at the other end, I think I'll go down to the river and have some lunch. So, let's go. Oh, it's super cool. And bouncy. Quite bouncy. Good thing there's a wire on either side. It's a beautiful wooden structure here too. Anyway, so that was cool. Although I'm grateful to be here, I'm not a fan of coming down from 12,000 to 8,500 to back up to 10,000, and I still got another 800 to climb. So upward and onward to Ray Lakes. At least there's cloud cover. Having a little ramen, and this place keeps getting more and more beautiful as the sun starts to set. Absolutely beautiful. I thought it was going to be crowded here, but I have this incredible little campsite at the far end of Middle Ray Lake, and I am just like blessed with solitude. It's just beautiful. Another beautiful view out my tent window tonight. That is the Painted Lady above Ray Lakes. And then over to this side, we have the Bear Can, because supposedly this area has been visited by some naughty bears because of naughty campers. But they always say to keep your bear can close to you, and then I've put a few rocks on there just in case a bear did come by, I would hear it. And then I put a few rocks right here because they say throw rocks at the bear. Anyway, I don't think I'm gonna have a problem. So good night, Painted Lady. I'm gonna read a little bit and then hit the hay by hiker's bedtime, 8 p.m. Good morning. Beautiful Painted Lady over Upper Ray Lake. So many brook trout down there. And I caught 4 of them, which was really fun. You can see them coming up and grabbing their breakfasts. Anyway, we are now just getting the sun, and I am going to hike up Glen Pass second to last pass I will do. I'm feeling really good. I got a great night's sleep, which is so helpful. It was quiet. No condensation this morning. Didn't have to dry out my tent or sleeping bag. So I was able to break camp, eat breakfast, do my kin stretch in about an hour and a half. If I don't eat breakfast, I can go faster, but really important on a pass day to eat a good breakfast. So 2 oatmeal packs with a pack of peanut butter in there, and of course coffee. All right, Glen Pass is over that false pass, and then somewhere over there. It was so nice. I was getting water just a little bit down there, not where those lakes are, down there. And Scott and Forrest came upon me from Mather Pass, and they're both so wonderful, encouraging, fun to be around. So really excited to do this, knowing that they're ahead of me. Just there's the top. You can see people up there on that little knife edge. It's supposed to be only 10 feet wide.
Like that. But then, you know, without the jagged granite crumbling cliffs of the Sierras.
Where?
Ah! Bodie, help me! Ah! Ah!
So I'm almost done with the trail. 2 more nights after tonight. We're just below Forrester, and I have a tramily. Jessica from Minnesota, who I met right before Muir Trail Ranch, and then saw her again at Muir Trail Ranch. And then there she was this morning at the top of Glen, along with Scott and Forrest, who I had met at the top of Mather. So it's just nice to have people you get along with that are fun. And today's miles just went fast. We did close to 12, and now we will do Forrester together, which is supposed to be kind of sketchy on the other side. So it's going to be nice to have people to just be supportive, and we will probably summit Whitney, I think, together. Anyway, it's just nice to have some company and some good vibes. There goes my little tramily now, up the trail. It's 7 a.m. And we are thinking we may be the first ones up Forrester today because we camped so high up. It's so magical here. Waterfall over there, mountains surrounding us, beautiful little creek, and Forrester is around that and then up. So a little bit about the tramily. Jessica is from Minnesota. She is Hispanic and was raised outside of Chicago. Went to the University of Minnesota and is trying to figure out what to do with the rest of her life at 29. She studies ceramics. She's hilarious, and she gives everyone shit. Scott lives in the Berkshires and is the organizer for the outdoor program at the Berkshire College Williams. And his nephew Forrest went to Harvard, lost his dad, Scott's brother, at a really young age. He does climate work, studied glaciers, and has the same injury I did with the Achilles, so he has my brace on now. Anyway, they're a good group.
Poles are helping.
We're about 3/4 of the way to Forrester Pass, which I think is right around that corner. So our ankles are feeling better, and we're gonna make it up.
Forrest is making it up Forrester.
Oh, nice.
Oh! 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 Oh!
mile-long Forester is just a knife's edge of switchbacks. It is absolutely mind-boggling that they built this trail. Coming up was definitely tough. It feels so good to have it done. This is the last really big pass. There's trail pass under Whitney, but you're kind of coming down from Whitney, so I don't think it really counts. But this thing is like, that's insane. This is where a boy died building this trail, I think in the 30s. A rock fell on his arm and severed it, and the doctor came up, actually not severed, the doctor came up and amputated, but infection set in, so he died up here. But it just goes to remind you that this was really an amazing feat, and people suffered, and somebody actually died doing this for our pleasure. And we're going down there, and then way over there, we still can't see Whitney. We will from the Bighorn Plateau, which is coming after a bunch of miles down that way.
While engaged in trail construction, an accident at this point resulted in the death of Donald I. Downs, born September 29, 1911, died September 2nd, 1930. His fellow workers placed this tablet to his memory.
Just another shot of Forester way up there, and this magical trail that we are on. Gorgeous mountains, little tarns. It's really special here. So desolate, so different again from other places we've been, but just magical. She thinks this is dorky. I don't.
It's great.
Here.
I'm the forest Lorax.
We are going to be studying Whitney on a full moon.
Up in the sky, the big birds fly, while down in the nest, the little birds rest, with a wing on the left and a wing on the right. The little birds sleep all through the night. Shh, 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 you wake the damn birds. The bright sun comes up, the dew falls away. Good morning, little birds say. Good morning.
Oh, happy summit day. It was so nice to have a full moon to wake up to. Timberline Lake. And there is Mount Whitney, the end of the JMT. People way up there on the switchback. Still going up. How you doing, girlfriend?
Oh,
Yeah, we are moving on our well-graded crest. 2 more miles of a big traverse to get up to Whitney. Big climb. Feels really good to get up here. It feels really good, not so windy. There's the down. Woo-hoo. Hi, guys.
Hey. We are doing it.
Doing it.
We're doing it.
Doing it with style.
In style.
It truly feels like you're walking through the Lord of the Rings set. It is amazing how they made this trail.
Like a hobbit.
Yeah, we feel like hobbits. It is.
Make a hobbit of this.
Wow.
Right, we got 2 more. Happy Peak Day.
14 already.
He's good.
He's got it. Whoa.
All right.
That's his one trick. The Boulder Girls. Doing it right. Okay, so is the tiki bar open? Where is it? Thought I'd be in here. Oh, that just an A&W root beer. Top of Whitney. I have completed the JMT. I am so excited. And gosh, random thoughts. I've been thinking about these thoughts for a while, but I would say that biggest kind of thing that I've been focused on that keeps coming up is just how interconnected we all are and how precious this amazing earth is, and therefore we so need to treat it gently and kindly. And I have been treating myself gently and kindly because this has been tough, and so I've given myself a lot of leeway and space, which I plan to do all my life, and others as well. Kind and gentle to everyone as much as I can be. And that's what I found on the trail, just these amazing people who are gregarious and enthusiastic and encouraging and kind and gentle. And then some other things I've thought about is, when you are in doubt of where the path is going and you kind of lost your way, go back to where you last had the path and start again. And that's really been part of this trail for me. The other is just a simple life of prayer has helped up here. As Anne Lamott says, thank you, thank you, thank you. Help me, help me, help me. And wow. And I have said those 3 prayers so much on this trip. And then lastly, how grateful I am for my friends and my family who have supported me. I cannot wait to see Scotty and Blue and my family, my friends. I am one grateful, lucky lady. And I am here and I made it. I'm so happy. No way! Woohoo! There's Whitney, and you can just barely see.
That one closer looks taller.
Yeah, but it's deceiving because there's the hut way up there. Jessica was actually thinking of having this plant tattooed on her and then realized she would have a COVID virus on her for the rest of her life. So she decided that might not go along with all the others that she has.
Would be at like really high mountains and altitudes, and people would just hike there.
Yeah.
And so
That's like the coldest water I've felt.
I think it's ice water.
some other
Really,
purpose,
I
but
see.
With the religious, yeah.
And up there is Whitney.
That's great. Have you done
And up
much
there
hiking in India?
is the 99
not a lot,
switchbacks
but,
to
yes.
get there, which we just came down, and there literally are 99 switchbacks. And that was tough,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But now we have 5 miles to Whitney Portal. So we're having a little lunch, and then we will scoot down to the portal. Wow, this down is no joke, but now we're finally in the trees. Actually, the foxtail pines, which were John Muir's favorite. And I still have like 2 miles down to go and probably 2,500 feet. Probably gone 3,000 feet down. Yeah, it's a thing. Not fooling around. Hi. Get that outfit. Did you carry that the whole way just so you could look cute?
He told me he was going to have a shirt.
found things to do in stormy weather. Long may you run. Long may you run. Long may you run. Although these changes have come, with your chrome heart shining in the sun. Long may you run. Well, it was back in Blind River in 1962 when I last saw you alive. But we missed that ship on the long decline. Long may